Welcome to another Cardano update. Like always, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts and if you want access to our daily Discord updates. So here on the 4-hour chart, we are currently in a 1-2 setup. We are just going sideways at the 50% support level for the second wave move down. And I think right now we could go a bit lower just because for the time being, we are not oversold on the 4-hour, and not only that, but we kind of broke below the trend line right there, which is not really bullish, but as long as we stay above support we are fine. But we kind of have to get to the oversold territory first, and even if we do get to the oversold territory, that should put us maybe at the 0.618 support level or at the 0.786, and then we could use that as, a support to actually bounce off of and then get a much bigger third wave. The target for the third wave is at 51.8 cents, but to even get to these levels we have to break back above the trend line right there, and then hopefully even above the moving average on the RSI, and then we could focus on the third wave. But we also have to break above that high right there at 47.1 cents to break out of the downtrend, and if we do, then I'm gonna confirm that something more bullish is going on. However, if the 1-2 setup gets invalidated, we might actually drop to the 0.786 support level of another 1-2 setup on the chart, which could even put us at 31.8 cents. Obviously this is not my main scenario. My main scenario for the time being is that we're currently in a 1-2 AB structure, but if we drop below the 0.786 support level over here at 38.6 cents, it could mean that maybe we're in a much bigger 1-2, and like I said, that could even put us at 31.8 cents. Breaking below the 0.786 support level right here is not going to completely invalidate the 1-2 setup. However, it is going to increase the chances that maybe we are already in a bear market, because this could easily be counted as some kind of ABC structure, and that could even put us at 13 cents in the next couple of months. So for now I'm going to assume that the third wave of the third wave will still happen at some point, but only if we manage to stay above support. And please understand, Bitcoin dominance right now is still at cycle highs, so you cannot really expect Cardano to be at all-time highs, because that would not really make sense. And now going to the Bitcoin chart on the 4-hour, we are still trying to complete a third wave of a 1-2 setup. The target for the third wave is at $102,000, but before we can get to that target, we have to break above this resistance zone first, which is between $92,700 and $101,000, and breaking above this high right here at the 0.618 would suggest that maybe this is not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup to the downside, and maybe you could say that it's some kind of ABC structure. But breaking below this support zone right here, which is the 0.618 support level of a supposed 1-2 setup or an AB structure for the third wave to the upside, could mean that Bitcoin right now might get another low, which could even put us at $70,000, because that's the target for the fifth wave of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup to the downside. But even if that is the case, after we get to $70,000, we're probably still gonna get a move to the bull market support band, because a move to the bull market support band always happens, but also because this fifth wave to the downside will only complete an A wave to the downside, which means that after that we're gonna get a B wave like we get every single cycle, even during a bear market, and then only after that the real bear market is gonna start. So right now I'm still bullish because we're still above support, and like I said, if we manage to complete a 5-wave move to the upside, and then if we manage to actually hold support during the second wave move down after we complete a first right here, we could overextend the cycle until the end of May. But obviously do not take that as financial advice, because it might not turn out like that. And other than that, right here on the daily chart, on the Bitcoin chart, we are still above the moving average right there on the RSI, so I think as long as we stay above that we are fine. But dropping below it could mean that we might drop to $70,000 next. So that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts, and if you want access to our daily Discord updates. Like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.